I mean, the boat flipped over. You could see the hull plainly for hundreds of yards in every direction. A woman named Lindelia Vasquez rented a 24-foot boat and proceeded to put 13 people on it. The boat was apparently grossly overloaded and took on water and flipped over, and a 7-year-old boy was trapped underneath it, and Lindelia herself also perished. In the summer here in New York, people want to get out into the water. They want to cool off. They want to see the sights. And what a lot of people do is they rent jet skis and take them out, in the harbor, or they rent boats and they take a tour up and down the Hudson. Unfortunately, a lot of the people who do this don't really have any maritime experience. They don't really know anything about boats or even basic safety on the ocean. So this particular story, this is what happened, the worst case scenario. There were several boats that just came up and tried to help them out. Everybody who was nearby came and tried to render aid. Initially, I was just trying to find victim information. I was trying to find out anything I could about the family that was on the boat, Lindelia herself, what the connection was with the people on the boat. Were they all family? In order to do that, I took the one piece of information that I had been able to uncover at that point, and that was where she worked. When we arrived, the restaurant in question was closed. What I do is I go to all the businesses around it, and I talk to the managers of all those businesses, because, when you're in trouble in a business, you need change or something, you go to the store next to you. So I figured somebody in the area would know her. And I kept at it, and I found people in the stores around her who did know her and pointed me in the right direction of a bakery and restaurant called Brisas, like 1 block over, basically. The owner of that bakery was a friend of the family and was a friend of the victim. And that morning, the morning that the boat sank in the Hudson River, all 14 of them had showed up at that restaurant and bakery.
They come here to buy the breakfast, lunch, everything, to bring the food for the boat.
And he was able to explain to me that this was a family reunion, that she had people coming up from Florida, she had people coming from Colombia, and that, 14 of them were getting on this boat and taking this tour. I was able to interview the woman who was waiting on the little boy who died, and she was telling me he went straight for the cooler with the ice creams in them, and she was saving the last lollipop for him because she knew he liked those lollipops. The more you find out, just the sadder it gets, really. Right now, I'm at the municipal marina nearby where police told us that the boat launched from. When we weren't having any luck, I went up to the Carteret Town Hall. So I went up there and talked to the clerk at the town hall who's in charge of registering boats for this marina. And he had gone through all of his registrations to see if that number existed on any of his customers' registrations, and none of them did. As far as the story goes, I literally just proved by going to the town hall that this is not a business that was operating out of this marina. So most likely, the assumption now is that it was a private individual who launched his boat here and doesn't have a commercial license and isn't operating this as a business. I asked, why can't we just run the registration number on the boat and get the owner's name and address, and I'll go there and talk to him. But bureau chiefs that are in charge of getting that information from the police aren't able to get that information right now. So we're kind of hitting a dead end right at this moment. So if you enjoy this kind of content, go ahead and hit the like button. If you want to make sure that you don't miss any of the stories that we're covering for the New York Post, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Thank you.